Hi guys, welcome back to a not so tidy side of our home this time because life kind of happened here, and next to the trouble and sorting things, it pushed me down as well. And if I am down, the house seems to follow me. But now I am feeling better, or at least strong enough to get all this mess cleaned up, and we will see how many more tasks we can tick off along the cleaning. So if you are ready, then let's restore together to prevent our homes getting this bad again until life decides to check in again, because that's something what we cannot predict or prevent, but in one thing we can be in control, which is taking the lead back and prove ourselves that we are still in charge. So mess, here we come. So let's just start with the first restoring task, which is giving a quick wash for the clothes what stayed in the washing machine for a whole 24 hours. I know it sounds bad, but what we can do? Life won't just stop because we forgot or weren't able to sort the laundry. A bit of washing powder, a bit of scent booster along a fabric conditioner is washing away everything, making it never happen. A fresh start literally. I haven't unloaded the dishwasher before school run as I normally do, so I will get that done now. Yesterday I was barely able to get out of bed and stay awake, so we are still going stronger. But back to our cleaning strategy. When the house is messy, I like to start the self-managing cleaning cycles as soon as possible. And if you are wondering what she's talking about, I mean under self-managing cleaners, the washing machine and the dishwasher, because all they need is the unloading and reloading, but the actual cleaning they are getting done without me, saving some time for me to get other chores done. They are working, I am working, so we beat this mess together twice as fast.
Won't you tell me how you feel? I shared my dream with you until the morning.
My next beat the mess fast strategy is to first clean the big or easy areas. So I just cleared the table after having breakfast, wiped it, and is ready for its decors and for the day really. So clearing and cleaning the dining area, it takes only like 5 minutes, and one full area is done and clean and restored, what already makes the entire space feel cleaner. And I don't know you guys, but for me seeing a big clean area being done under minutes is always motivating. And by, let's say, tricking or showing your brain that how easy and fast was to restore the cleanliness in a large area, the less overwhelmed we'll be by the rest of the mess.
Everybody else have done it right, coming out to see me try.
The next big area, or in this case furniture, is the sofa. Now I know that many of you won't sleep on the sofa, but you still would need to fluff those pillows or straighten the seat cushions, fold a couple of blankets, or even clear the sofa from toys or other random items what doesn't belong in there. And the nice thing about this step is that it also only takes a couple of minutes, but it makes a huge visual difference in the room. Once a big visible area like the sofa is straightened and freshened up, the whole space already feels more tidy and clean. And honestly, seeing that quick progress can be really motivating. It reminds you that getting things back in order doesn't have to take hours. Sometimes just a few minutes can completely change how a room feels.
As I turn away and cry, you run up to me and take me.
And if you are talking about feelings, it's time to take the Valentine's decors off, and we also have a bit of birthday decor on as well. Since we've been away for a week, we actually traveled on Valentine's Day, so this is why we still have those decors on, and I haven't got the time to put those away yet, but I will try to keep those clips as short as possible because probably many of you already forgot about this year's Valentine's Day.
My hand, I wish you were the one who made me whole, and I won't be turned. You and I should be the ones to learn. All I want to say, ain't no good to look the other way.
So on the coffee table we have a bit of mess going on. My daughter played with Play-Doh on the table and it left a few marks on the runner. Then we have half of our cat's play tunnels folded. And with this, let's just unfold the story behind all this mess. So, we went away on Friday afternoon, straight after our son came out of school. We headed to the airport and arrived back home on Valentine's Day, what was Saturday, and we got back the following Friday late evening, so I just put a new bedding on for everyone, we showered and went straight in bed. Then on Saturday we all were so tired that we rested all day. I was kind of trying to unpack and get things done, but I was weirdly tired. Usually in an hour I get everything sorted, but now I just couldn't under a day. All I was craving was fruits and vegetable soup, but somehow none of us was feeling like eating anything heavier than that. Then next day we had breakfast, scrambled egg with bacon, and went to shopping. Then after we got home, a heavy tiredness hit me with a strong headache. In the same time it was already nap time, so I put my daughter down to nap, and after she was down the boys were chilling in the living room, and I just felt like I have to lie down and sleep. I can't bear it anymore. Then it was so hard to wake up. I kind of felt a bit better but still had a strong headache. I couldn't decide if my blood sugar level dropped and I have to eat, or the eating made me feel so bad. I made soup for the rest of the family, but after that I was in bed. And you just go away for a week and you already forgot which button to push. Thankfully it was a safe landing, nothing broke, so we can finish the cleaning in the living room. I remember that I couldn't open my eyes. I sat down on the edge of the bed and I went to sleep sitting, and woke up and I was like, what is wrong with me? After that I lie down, had a sleep, felt better again, but then once bedtime came, everything got cleared, just as my stomach. And my problem was the fatty foods. So Transylvanian food is really heavy, really fatty. They love to use lots of oil, but I never was able to eat it. I rather skipped a meal sometimes as a kid than eating foods what seemed too early to me. And now my mom took annual leave while we've been home, and she cooked us lots of foods, what was so sweet of her, but they just love oil and I don't. And as I ate that scrambled egg with bacon, that was the last bit what my body was able to handle. So yes, I had a terrible day yesterday, but after fasting, not even drinking water or anything, it feels so amazing. And since I not just wasn't able to clean up after ourselves, but we also had the shopping, the travel bags and luggage, so this all added its part to the mess. A quick 10 to 15 minutes reset and the living room is already clean, and by doing on an everyday basis the next 3 basic chores, so straightening the sofa, cleaning the items what don't belong in there, and vacuuming, will help you to maintain the cleanliness. The rest are rotating chores, so those doesn't necessarily need to be done every day. I thought it will be more realistic and encouraging and reliable if I show you guys the progress what I got done under the 10 to 15 minutes, so you can see that how my messy cleaning strategies are working out so far. I did put the decors in the box and I forgot to put the box from the table back on the top of the other box, what would make an even better impact, but I think you can still imagine that I did it, and the dining area is looking just as tidy as it was a few minutes ago. Since with filming and moving the camera around, adjusting the light and everything, the time flies twice as fast, so my 30 minutes wash is done and I can finally hang the clothes to dry, but the actual cleaning time was just like 10 to 15 minutes. Before you would think like, how that adds up that you cleaned max 15 minutes and your quick wash is already done.
Once again I'm on the run, far away from all the fun. It seems I'm bound to be away from.
The living room is clean and ready, so we can focus more on the kitchen. And as I said, I like to start the self-managing chores as soon as possible. So for that, I started to load more dirty dishes in the dishwasher. And as soon as it's been filled up fully, I will start it.
You are never meant to drive you off this way, and I won't.
And And although the washing machine is self-managing, it still needs care. Before we went away, it already let me know that it needs a drum and door cleaning and also a drain cleaning, but I was so busy washing and getting ready for traveling to have clean clothes for the kids and for us too, of course, that I kept skipping the cleaning cycles, and the washing machine definitely shows it. I didn't know that I don't have any mold cleaner, what I like to use to clean the dispenser and the inside where it sprays the water in, but it turned out that the bottle for what I thought its mold remover was something else. So to clean the washing machine, I used lime scale remover for the water spraying part and washing up liquid for the dispenser. It definitely looks worse than it usually would, but it still wasn't that bad, so even the lime scale remover and washing up liquid was able to get the washing machine clean again.
Return. You and I should be the ones to learn. All I want to say ain't no good to look the other way.
Then you probably can tell that I haven't done this often previously. I think this is my second time that I am draining the water to clean the drain in this washing machine, and I finally figured out how I am supposed to drain the water because it has a designated pipe for that, but better later than never. I never had a washing machine that had a pipe for that, but as they say, we learn something new every day. I should have read the instruction for this washing machine cleaner earlier, because it not only goes in the washing machine, but you can dilute it and use it as an external cleaner too, what probably would make the dispenser cleaning easier because you just need to soak it in the diluted solution. Anyway, I just added a bit in every compartment of the dispenser and in the drum and on the rubber, but always make sure to read the instructions carefully and use it as instructed. Then now we are a couple of hours later because I had to pick up my daughter and she had a nap, and I felt like it's better to have a bit of rest too because I haven't eaten very well for the last few days and I am just running fully empty for 24 hours now, so just taking it easy because I still couldn't think of eating or drinking. But the cleaning cycle finished, the washing machine smells really fresh, so I just added the Valentine's Day fabrics to wash it. So once those dry, I can take all the decors in the loft together with our travel bags and luggage. And now we can start the next big, easy and quick beat the mess chore, which is clearing and wiping the worktop. Usually the worktop area is the biggest area in the kitchen, what gets cluttered and messy the quickest and has a big impact on the kitchen state. And if you have an open area, then it will affect the whole entire area. Finally it broke! I wanted to change it anyway to a full stainless steel one because the wood gets so nasty and it just doesn't feel hygienic, and I was keep forgetting to get a new one because it wasn't something urgent to change, but now that it's broken is a whole different story. But back to the worktop, I am just quickly putting the dry dishes away, but what I wanted to mention is that having a dirty dish mountain in the sink, it doesn't have as a big impact on the space than having a cluttered worktop, because having dirty dishes and everything everywhere on the worktop, it makes you feel out of control, while having the dishes in the sink where they belong, it means the dishes are under control, they are where they're supposed to be if they get used. So even if I don't have the time to tackle the dishes, I try to keep the worktop clean, what instantly makes the space feel more in control and manageable. Marinated kiwi, anyone? I think my fruit mountain definitely describes our fruit craving. Then as I was cleaning the worktop, I had a few things to restock, so at least our shopping bags gets a bit lighter as well.
Sparkle in your eyes, some kind of shimmer in your presence, unlike no other I had met. You got me spinning out of context, not really sure what I should do. This is the reason I am leaving. I can't live with or without you. Oh, won't you see?
So as an extra chore, I just saw how lambskin our kettle is. Actually, I noticed it a few weeks ago but never got there to do it, so I thought if we are so much in resetting, it's the best time to get that done too. So first I will boil the water, then add the deskiller. Then this side of the worktop being cleaned and the dishwasher got full, so it's time to start it. Now, as I say, don't really use the real time to compare how long things take, because in the same time I am taking my time with filming, but all this I am sure I would be able to do it in 1 hour if I wouldn't film. So even though we are starting the dishwasher in the afternoon, in a normal situation where I don't film, I am sure max in an hour time would have been going. Then while I was waiting for the water to boil, I unpacked a few things, but now the water is ready, so we can add the deskiller liquid, and it was so satisfying to see it fizz and see how the glass is getting cleaner and cleaner. Alexa, set the timer for 10 minutes.
I say.
Then until I was waiting for the deskiller to work, I thought let's just give a quick wipe for the cooker top so we can finish this side of the kitchen. I should have done it earlier instead of starting to unpack, but we all have moments when we forgot to think, just doing what we know we have to. Then we finally found a candle in TK mugs and I love it, it smells amazing. I wish they would have candles in a bit more decorative bowls or jars as well, but usually the scent of what we love comes in a black jar.
No need to overanalyze it. We grew apart more every day. When times get rough, I try to tell you we need a fight in every way. No hugs, no kisses could protect us from what the future had in store. Love is a flicker.
Clean for the outside of the kettle as well, then the next load is done too, and I just realized that around the door the washing machine haven't been cleaned properly, probably because it was in a worse shape than it usually does. I love that it has a reminder to clean the washing machine because it keeps me aware that the washing machine is getting dirty, but also keeps me on the top of the cleaning as well.
In the distance, oh, you try to grab it and it's gone. Won't you sing to me?
Then to make the kitchen instantly look better and to be able to reach the other side of the worktop, it's time to unpack our shopping. My husband did unpack those but needs to go in the fridge or freezer, but since he's not really home in the kitchen alone, he left the rest behind. Now, one thing you have to know that we were raised still in that mentality that the woman's place is in the kitchen and next to the children, while the man's place is outside working, and there is no in between. And while it was only us, it was not a problem for me, but after our son came along, this started to change, and I am so thankful for my husband because even though in what mentality we have been raised, he still stepped in here and there and tried and still trying to adapt. We live in a totally different environment environment, mentality and lifestyle than our parents did, since we moved more to the west of the world. So adopting is a key thing for both of us, not just to be able to fit in, but to make each other's life easier and as fulfilled as possible, because both of us have individual dreams and desires next to the ones that are common. Also, we have no one to help, so we can only rely on each other, and I feel like adopting to me is way easier because I always felt like my mentality doesn't fit in that mentality what we have been raised, and I think this led to many of my conflicts in both of us families. I don't really like to put the dry cat food back. I just feel like I would fill the fresh food with the not fresh one. Well, I am actually doing that, but the reason why I'm doing is because she doesn't like to have her bowl filled up that much. She would eat it, but if she has less in her bowl, she would eat more. The reason why her bowl being filled up that much by the cat sitter is to make sure she has enough to eat until we arrive.
Ain't no other way but to sing to me, simple as I say.
The last bit to tidy up, and the kitchen is already in such a clean state, and it feels so calming that all that mess what we had is all gone.
Won't you sing to me? There ain't no other way but to sing to me, simple as I say. Oh, just sing to me. Well, there ain't no other way.
I just put aside those items what I need to restock just to get the mess beating ball rolling, because it feels more satisfying to restock when the space is clean and calm. One thing what I realized that I should have done is close-ups, because that's the really satisfying part when you see how everything gets aligned and full, adding to your in control feeling. So next time I will try to make sure that I won't take those moments away from you guys. Also, just came to my mind that my plan is that as part of a late spring cleaning, well, let's just stay with the spring cleaning, because it might be earlier that I would like to clean my cabinets from inside, going through everything, declutter if needed, or make a list of needed organizers or items what needs to be changed. First I thought maybe it will be a good late spring deep cleaning chore, but now as I am thinking, I might will get it done as a pre-spring deep cleaning chore. Let me know guys what you think, the sooner the better, or we can wait with that a bit.
But just sing to me, simple as I say. Oh, simple as I say.
Hold on when you need a friend, I'll never let you go again. Reach out when your mind's uneasy, 'cause I'll understand. Hold on when you need a friend, I'll stay here to the end.
Now look at that kettle, is sparkling, not like my dishes, but there isn't a lot thankfully, so let's get them shiny too. Now what I like to do to stay on top of the dishes, or to make it less overwhelming to wash them when life hits in and there is a huge pile, is that not taking out any dishes or plates or cutleries or utensils if I have one of them what I need in the sink. Instead I wash the one which is in the sink, what doesn't really lower the pile, but it prevents from grouping it. I just kept seeing videos that how well the pink stuff cleans the bottom of the dishes, so I had to give it a try, and I think the footage speaks to itself. Next time when I will have more time I will give it a longer scrub, but my pan is already looking better. I usually like to wash my dishes when I cook, because then I anyway have to be in the kitchen, and that's when I mess the most of our kitchen items. So while I need stuff to prep our meal, I am trying to make sure to use first those items what are in the sink. Also since while I am prepping the meal, I wash my hands 100 times, so to not just waste the water for hand washing, I also get a few items washed here and there while I wash my hands. And that habit now lowers the amount of the dirty dishes without making you overwhelmed that now you have to get that big mountain washed in one go.
Up, don't hang your head, we'll take it step by step.
I won't scrub the sink clean this time, just rinse it because I still need to cook something for dinner. But first I just wanted to finish cleaning up all the mess because it's more enjoyable and easy to cook in a clean kitchen.
Inside, now I'm living in a matchbox. All this time, all it needed.
As a last chore for today is the kitchen floor vacuuming. I just wanted to vacuum before cooking, but I will vacuum after cooking as well. I just don't like to step on crumbs while I am in the kitchen, and for that I don't mind vacuuming even more than twice. But it's not the end of the video yet because I still had a couple of tasks what I wanted to get done and also a couple of what I had to, so stay tuned to see what we will get done next.
Was a little spark. Give me my heart back, 'cause somebody stole it and put it in your head. Give me my heart back.
And this is the next day, and I thought I will show you how easy it is to keep the space what you reset cleaned previously still clean. There are signs of living like my husband's work trousers because I wash so much that I have no more space on the clothes areas, but other than that the kitchen is pretty clean. And then as you can see, the next task what I got done is sowing my seeds. It was the last week of February, so I kind of was running out of the time frame for sowing seeds, but thankfully many of the seeds already sprouted in 1 week time. And I just have to mention that I know that my planters are in a pretty bad shape, but they can serve the purpose for now. Since they were outside in the greenhouse, I haven't thought that they will be so bent and out of shape, so I haven't ordered new ones, but for next year I definitely need to. And now that we are entering in spring, I thought many of you will start to get out in the garden, so maybe this little gardening motivation will boost your desire to plant. I did label in which row what we have. They are in Hungarian because it was quicker for me and I am not wasting my time finding the best expression for the species, but I just cannot wait to be able to go out in the garden and do some gardening. The other day was so nice outside that we already cleaned up the garden and I have sowed some more seeds outside as well.
Somebody stole it and put it in your head. Give me my heart back, 'cause somebody stole it and put it in your head.
And then the next thing what I wanted and needed to get done was to declutter my son's undershirts. I bought him new ones before we went away and I didn't have the time to declutter the small ones. And before I would hang them to dry, I will just select the smaller ones. Now, because they are more stretched out, I won't donate them, so it doesn't matter if they are still wet.
Give me my heart back, 'cause somebody stole it and put it in your head.
Then I also had a bit more to unpack, just the last few pieces. Then the organizers what I used to organize a few bits on the door of this cabinet fell down halfway, making the door hardly to shut, so I have to take them off and restick them so we can close the door properly. Now the only change what I will do is to add the little shelf on this side of the door because there the papers kept pushing it off from the door, so by moving it on this side of the door the shelf will have more space. But other than that I won't change anything else because as for now this organizing system works.
Don't let it get to you, you're better than you know. When facing times of doubt, stand up and you grow. Don't let it get to you, you're better than you know. My heart was dead and broken, but now it's fine. matchbox. All this time, all it needed was a little spark. Give me my heart back, 'cause somebody stole it and put it in your head. Give me my heart back, 'cause somebody stole it and put it in your head. Give me my heart back, 'cause somebody stole it and put it in your head. Give me my heart back, 'cause somebody stole it and put it in your head.
There is still a bit of gap because, as you can see, the door needs to be aligned now. Our aquarium also got a bit messy while we were away. I was keep pushing its cleaning further to the day that we would go away on purpose because I thought that then we don't have to worry about our last 2 fish to die. What happened to be a couple, how lucky we are. But it didn't happen that way, as you can see it. I haven't filmed the whole cleaning because it did take a long time. I finished cleaning it late night because I took out as many things as I could, scrub them clean, then add them back, and I had to get it done that day because I needed to move our fish couple back. We might will get some new fish now that all the fish what we got 5 or 6 years ago got too old and died. Those guppies were the ancestors of this last couple. The thing is that I think we only added the pregnant guppy in birthing tank once, but other than that we left on nature's hand what will happen with the fries. I also decided to add a few greenery back here and there just to make the space more welcoming until we decorate next time, what I think will be the Easter one since this year Easter is quite early. Oh yeah, I also thought I will try some natural home center, which is rock salt with a few drops of essential oil to see if it would keep its scent longer than sprays or the plug-in centers. Also, I feel safer with the kids if something is more natural. Then we will decorate for spring at some point because my main focus will be on the spring deep cleaning because I would like to do a similar routine than last year. So next to the deep clean we will declutter, organize and get some house project done too. Anyway, I hope if you are watching this video from the middle of a messy area, then this video will encourage and support you because you can do this, you can take the control back, you are stronger than the mess. And now I will leave it to it, but I will be back soon with more motivation. But until then, thank you so much for watching, have a lovely weekend and I see you in my next one. Bye guys!